Sì, sì.
Però jo un micro també està enxufat les dues vegades. No sé si ets...
It works either way, right?
Yes,
It's working all the time.
I have the control. All the muted, okay?
Because she told me, like this is on, and like this is on.
So this
family.
Hello, good afternoon. Hello. We'll start the championship game press conference with one player and coach of both AS Monaco and Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul. Each one of them will do a first statement, okay, and after that we'll open the floor for the questions of the journalists. Let me remind you that there is translation in the languages of all four teams of the Final Four, so you can also ask questions in Turkish, Greek, Arabic, and French, okay? So we'll start with Alpha Diallo. Alpha Diallo, if you can make a statement regarding the championship game.
Yeah, being here is a great feat. It was an up and down year. We had a lot of ups and downs, but ultimately this is the goal throughout the year, to be here and playing in front of this incredible crowd and to fight for, that first place.
Thank you, Alpha. Now we go with AS Monaco head coach, Vasilis Panoulis. Coach.
Good evening, everybody. It's a great feeling to be here. We have two great semifinals. I think people enjoy the games, and this is the most important, fans to enjoy the game. I think now is one game, and I hope the best team these 40 minutes to win the trophy.
Thank you, coach. Now we go with Sarunas Giskevicius, Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul coach. Saras.
All right, good morning to everybody. Extremely happy, extremely fortunate to be in this position. Got a little bit of rest after yesterday, and now back to work, trying to prepare the game, and looking forward to it.
Last one for the opening statements, Tarik Biberovic, Fenerbahce.
Hello, everybody. Nice to have you here. As everybody said, it's a great thing to be here. Both teams deserve to be here. Everybody really talented teams, and all I can say is let the best one win.
Thank you all. Now we'll open the floor for the questions. Please raise your hand to wait to receive the microphone before the question, and state your name and media outlet you're representing. Okay? So over there, please, microphone.
Good morning, everybody. Αν εύκολο να κάνω την ερώτηση στα ελληνικά προς τον κύριο Σπανούλη. Αρχικά, coach, συγχαρητήρια για αυτή τη πολύ σπουδαία πρόκριση. Άρης Αντωνόπουλος από όλα πράσινα. Ήθελα να ρωτήσω πριν πάμε του τελικού. Μετά από πάρα πολλά χρόνια, ακούσατε τους φίλους του Παναθηναϊκού να τραγουδούν το όνομά σας. Τι συναισθήματα σας δημιούργησε αυτό, πώς σας φάνηκε?
Δεν έχω να απαντήσω κάτι. Πιστεύω πιο πολύ, δεν ξέρω γιατί έγινε, δεν το κατάλαβα εκείνη την ώρα. Φυσικά, θεωρώ τον Ολυμπιακό δεύτερο σπίτι μου, η οικογένειά μου.
Olympiacos is my family, my second home. I was concentrated into the game. Thank you.
Next question, over there in the first row.
Good evening, Christos Kouris from Nova Sports Greece. My question is to Coach Saras. Coach, Monaco yesterday did a masterful job covering distances and disrupting an Olympiacos offense that's based on teamwork and unselfishness. You have certain things that are there in your game plan. Your three-pointers rely heavily on moving the ball. So is this going to be a key factor, how to relieve the pressure that choked Olympiacos yesterday?
Well, yeah, I think in every situation you have to learn. You have to learn from yourself. You have to learn from your opponents. Obviously, they had a great performance yesterday, and this is one of the quality we have. Like you said, they disrupted a lot Olympiacos stuff, but it's just one of the keys that they do good. There's a reason why Monaco is in the final, fighting or the cup. So if you want to win, you're going to have to play a complete game, you know. And like you said, yes, this is one factor, but there's many, many more.
Next question over there for Sami Lekip.
Good afternoon, Coach. Good afternoon, everybody. Sami Sadiq for l'équipe. My question is for Vasilis and Alpha. Alpha, you mentioned the team at the up and down year. If you had to choose maybe a turning point, an up or a down that maybe made this team more resilient, more tough, what would it be? The question for you and Coach Vasilis.
Can I go first? If I had to pick a point in time where maybe things shifted was when Coach came in. He came in with a different philosophy, a different mindset, and you know we all had to buy into his philosophy. And once we did that, I think it made it easier for everyone, and then it got us here. So.
For me, you know, it's not a specific turning point. It's a lot of things during the year that you create your character. You know, even after big wins or after big losses, big disappointments. You know, basketball is a game and it can happen everything. So it's the way you respond, the way you react. I have the privilege to coach players with great work ethic, very disciplined, highly motivated, and this is a privilege for a coach to have this group of guys.
Over there.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. François Paturle from Nice Matin. Question for Coach Vasilis, please. One of the key points is the confidence you give to Mam Jaite, who was a key player of the semi-final. Can you say about this, the improving of this player this season with you?
Yeah, you know, I try to take the best from every player. They have to stay ready. I told them when I come here, everybody is important. We, like coaches, we try to feel the game. You never know, you know. Personally, I don't prepare who will play or not, more or less. For me, it's a feeling, and coaching for me is a feeling. So it depends on the game. Let's say, a lot of times we put players like coaches that nobody expects that this is a feeling. This is a risk you take sometimes. Sometimes it goes well. Sometimes we have criticism for you why we do this, but this is why we're here, to take risks and to take decisions. Other time are good, other time are not good.
Over there.
Good morning. My name is Chrysostomopoulos from Ola Prasina. I would like to make the question in Greek for Vasilis Panoulis. Coach, κατάφερες με την εθνική γρήγορα να πετύχεις κάτι σημαντικό με την πρόκριση στους Ολυμπιακούς Αγώνες. Πέρσι BCL, Final Four με το Περιστέρι. Ξανά με τη Μονακό Final Four και τελικό φέτος. Τι είναι αυτό το mentality που τελικά τόσο γρήγορα σε οδηγεί να έχεις αποτελέσματα?
Καταρχήν ευχαριστώ γιατί είσαι από το ίδιο μέσο και δεν μου κάνεις μια ερώτηση που δεν αφορά το μπάσκετ.
You're not making an irrelevant question. Thank you for the question.
I
love basketball. I respect everyone, everybody.
Το μπάσκετ είναι στο αίμα μου,
αυτό
αγαπώ να κάνω.
Και όταν έπαιζα μπάσκετ όπως και ο Σάρας,
πάντα ασχολούμασταν με το μπάσκετ, πάντα ασχολούμασταν με τους παίκτες μας. Το ίδιο κάνω και τώρα. Το θέμα είναι συνέχεια να εξελίσσεσαι, να αγαπάς το που κάνεις και να είσαι ειλικρινής. Πιστεύω ότι είμαι ειλικρινής με τους παίκτες μου, όπως ήμουν και σαν παίκτης, είτε αρέσει κάποιος είτε όχι, στο τέλος η ειλικρίνη είναι αυτή που κερδίζει.
Being frank is what motivates you and wins. Thank you.
Jeff, over there.
Jeff Gillingham, EuroLeague.net. This question's for Tariq. You've played some of the best basketball of your career over the last month. So what has allowed you to take your game to another level, like in the most crucial part of the season?
I need to find the right answer to this question. Coach is next to me. No, first of all, I have to say, like, the system we are in, I said this before, and this is the truth. We have the system, like, where each and every one of us can shine, and we work throughout all our life for the chances like this. It's not something that happens overnight. Like, it's a lot of work, and you never know when it's going to come. You just have to stay ready. So I'm really thankful and grateful that, let's say, my best basketball of my career is in the most important, most crucial part of career. But it's not something new time. It's something that comes by itself.
Over there with the sunglasses, green polo. Gogan.
Thank you, Diego. My name is Gökhan Ture from basketdergisi.com. My question is for Sharas. Team chemistry was the privilege for Fener before the tournament starts, separating Fener from the other three teams. But you brought incredible defensive toughness in the game against Panathinaikos, where you lose twice during the season. Now, do you think it will be the key once again against Monaco, where you conceded 99 and 91 points in the regular season? What do you think?
I think this is the final. I think you need to play a complete game. I mean, one goes together with another. You know, yes, a lot of things you based off of defense, but a lot depends on the offensive decisions for our teams, taking down the turnovers, getting ready, playing in our spots. And I think if you play smart basketball offensively, it can help your defense as well. So we're back to the same thing. This is the final. You're going to have to play a complete game. Maybe not your best game, but you have to play a complete game on both ends of the court.
Over there on the first row, please. There, over there. Next one, dude.
Good morning. Nikos Zervas from Greek Radio Sport FM. Question for the two coaches. 15 years before, you are teammates in Panathinaikos. You imagine a moment like that now, today?
I was thinking about that. You know, your dreams change. When you're a kid, you want to play in the NBA. When I was starting to be professional basketball player, I knew one day maybe I could go to the NBA. Then I wanted to be, continue my career in basketball. You're always thinking about the next thing. But I was thinking that I never would imagine that me and Billy would be sitting in a press conference before the final game of the EuroLeague, you know. So it's one of the things that I never thought about it, you know, let alone dream about it. But here we are, you know. This is unbelievable.
I agree with Saras. You know, I never thought it. You know, I always live the moment, and what I can say, knowing Saras, knowing myself, we love basketball. We love basketball. We love we are winners. We love to win, but we love also to compete. And you know, no, I never think about that. You know, when we play with Saras, mostly I think how to go to have a beer or have a drink.
Over there, Andonis.
Good morning to everybody. Andonis Kalkavouras from Gazeta. A question for both coaches. I go one step further than the question of Nikos Zervas. You guys played together, obviously. You know very well one another. And of course, you have a special coach personality. But since you guys coexist as a teammates under the master of Zelko, I want to ask Vasilis for Saras and Saras for Vasilis. Which key coaching elements do you think one and the other got from Obradovic?
It's very difficult to say what you get. You know, experiences, you try to remember things. I mean, some things it helps you, some things it helps you how to do it, maybe some things not to do it. I mean, one of the biggest things is that this Panathinaikos team that we were together had so many talented players and so many good players, and we found a way to play with just one ball. You know, a lot of them thought that we might need 2 or 3, you know, but we found a way to share, we found a way to shine, and the most important in these situations that we understood that the team must shine and not us individually. And while the team is shining, we found our, you know, our ways to contribute and to be important and to shine. But always the most important is the team.
I think we were blessed to be under Coach Obradovic, you know, one of the best, if not the best that ever do it. You know, and we have the privilege and to work with him. And for sure, you keep from all the coaches that we had, we keep the best things that we can keep, and after we put our personality and our own stuff. You know, always you have to put your personality and your own thoughts. But every time in life, in basketball, if you are smart, you can take from the best ones a lot of things.
Over there with the black polo. Yeah.
Good morning. Pius Sapatka from Basket News. A question for both coaches. So, since you played under legendary Jelko Obradovic, did you receive any message from him after semifinals win? And do you think he will be proudly watching you meet each other in the final?
No, I think he will go to church at that time of the final and he will pray. What do you think? He's a basketball person. Of course he's going to watch. Yeah, I spoke to him after the game, exchanged a couple messages, but, you know, standard ones, you know, congratulations, good luck, you know.
Me? No messages.
Over there. No hard feeling, Vasilis.
Amazing answer. Alexander Somoglou from Parapolitica Media Group. One common question for both coaches. You know each other as the palm of your hand. Vasilis, I would like to ask you, what is the main advantage of Sarah's character you have to overcome tomorrow to become a European champion? And to Sarah's, how do you see the potential of the young rookie EuroLeague coach you have next to you? Thank you.
I don't like the word rookie. Sarah's a winner, is a competitor, is a great mind in basketball, also as a player and as a coach. I have huge respect for him and appreciation. First of all, is my friend, and he put discipline and his philosophy, and he convinced his teams to play for him and to play his system. And you know, Final Four, you can win, you can lose, but to be 6 times in Final Four is not easy thing, and I have to congratulate him.
Okay, I will throw Billy under the bus now. You know what he told me before the semifinal, and this is to answer your question, that we just on the sidelines. I mean, and before semifinal, he tells me, Malaka. You know, he said, you know what's the worst? We don't have the ball. This is what he told me before the semifinal about being in the final. Malaka, the worst is that we don't have the ball.
Over there, Vasiliki.
Hello, everybody. Congratulations for reaching the final. Vasiliki Karamouza from Sport24. Question for Coach Jaskevicius. Last night, Nigel told me that out of the 3 Final Fours you have been together, this is the one that you look the most calm, and everybody can understand that. What's the secret behind that?
I agree with Nigel.
How can you agree with Nigel on anything? Guys, I mean, I don't know, really. I try to be myself. I'm trying to do my job in the best way possible. I cannot fake calmness. I cannot fake intensity or whatever you want to call. I don't know if I'm more calm. I mean, I have the personality, and I need to be myself. I think this is what I'm asking of my players in this Final Four. Just be yourself. Don't let the occasion, you know, make you do any different stuff for the better or for worse. Just continue what got us here. And I don't know, I'm being myself.
Over there in the first row.
Hello, everybody. Congrats to everybody who made it. I have a question for the players, for Alpha Diallo and Tariq Biberovic. I'm just wondering, what's your guys' point of view being coached by somebody who's won it so many times? Whether it's defensive assignment or he's telling you something about offense. They're both him. They've won it many times as players. And what's your guys' point of view being coached by those legends that lifted the trophy so many times?
I think you get the players' coach philosophy. You know, they've been in the locker rooms, they've been in the situations that we've been in, even certain things that you wouldn't even think of, like getting a good night's rest. Like they've been in, and then having families around, they know how to deal with, you know, different things like that. So having that experience, it's important. And then for them to, you know, give us that extra motivation because, you know, they know what it takes to get to the top and reach and stand up there alone. So just listening to those feedbacks is important.
As Alpha said, it's really important for coaches to understand you because they're coming from the same thing. They knew what's going on. I have to say some story from last year. It was my first playoff, and I was a little bit nervous before Monaco game, and coach realized it. And after the game, he asked me, like, are you nervous? And I was like, because of the ego, I was like, no. And then after he found me, like, he was like, don't lie to me. I know you're nervous. If you're not nervous, that's a problem. So basically, like, them coming from the player standpoint helps you a lot, and they're understanding you, and they talk to that way, and your improvement is way better and way faster. So it's really, really big thing.
At the bottom with the white t-shirt, please.
Hey everyone, Ardok White, TV Sport. My question is for Coach Jaskevicius. Coach, mid-season moves could be dangerous and risky sometimes, but there is one name I think that we cannot put him in that list, Eric McCollum. He played first Final Four game in his EuroLeague career and he's 37 years old. What would you like to say about him, both as a person and as a player?
Well, I said at one point, you know, when Scotty went down, we started looking, obviously at this point of the season, market is a little bit different, and we tried to go the point guard direction a little bit. It didn't work. Then we got a little bit lucky with Eric. There's no question. He's very similar to Scotty in many ways, can score the ball, you know, can create his own shot. Yeah, the human part is extremely important. He fit in the locker room. It's impossible for anybody else to talk now in the locker room because he talks so much, you know, and
true. Very true.
But like you said, it's a huge addition for us. Really helped us a lot, and yesterday was just another example of the veteran leadership and the guy who's not afraid of the big moments because he's been in so many moments in his career. So very fortunate to have it on our roster.
Over there, raise his hand.
Good morning. My name is Kostas Halvatsiotis from Greek National Television. The question is to Coach Spanoulis. Coach, on Thursday you said that you push your own or your players to the limits for the result. Till now, after the semi-final, you think that you have already pushed to the limits or there is something more for them?
No, not at all. You know, when I start to coach, I say that I cannot treat the players like I treat myself, because I don't know how much they can suffer or, you know, how much they can take that. It's many players that they cannot accept this and they cannot, you know, put this themselves in a situation like this. You know, I was another story. You know, I don't sleep a lot of nights. I think all day about basketball in the car, in the shower, in the bed. When I was watching TV, every time I was thinking about myself. So I try to be collective. I try to be more manager to the players, to understand who can take more, who can take less. And this is our job, like a coaches. Every player is different, every character is different, so you have to handle everybody different. But it's one thing that is undeniable, that you need to always try to reach your limits and to put yourself in out of the comfort zone.
Over there, Nicolas from AFP.
Thank you. So Nicolas Kinas from AFP News Agency. Question on Alpha Diallo, so both for you, Alpha, and for Coach Spanoulis. Alpha, how could you describe your improvement from 4 years in Monaco? And then for Vasilis, how important is Alpha Diallo to your team? on and off the court, please? Thank you.
Well, for me, it's just, continuing to try to improve on different aspects of my game throughout the year, not just in the off season, but during the year as well. And then continuing to, be that sponge for the coach. So talk to the coaches a lot and see where they think they need me more, or see where I can, exploit some different things. And our coaches do a great job of, trying to put me in spots that, can help our team win.
For me, Alpha, everything starts from his character. And I believe a lot in character of the player and of the person. He has great work ethic. He's a big winner. He's a very tough guy. He can do whatever you ask him. He's always there for you. I have full confidence in him. Even when the things are not going well, that is normal during a season. He's always there. He's always there to step up. He's very, 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 very coachable. And, I'm very blessed and very happy that I have Alpha with me. And for sure, he has a lot of room to improve. He has big, big, big potential, and he works really hard.
Sami from L'Equipe.
This question is for Alpha. Alpha, you're one of the oldest members of the team with Mike James, Donatas Motijunas. How do you reflect on those 4 years, 4 participations to the playoff, now the final game? How special has been that run for Monaco, a new team in the EuroLeague?
Yeah, as I said before, especially right before the last game, just getting past that hump of Olympiacos, we played them twice in the postseason, fell twice, and then just getting past that hump this year was huge for us. And I think this is a testament of how our growth and our experience as a team and as a collective. A couple of us been together for a few years now, so we know each other games and we know what to expect from each other, and just try to improve every time.
Over there, Jeff with the glasses.
Jeff Gillingham, EuroLeague.net. Another question for Tarek. When you hit that three-pointer to make it 78-68, you did it in front of Bogdan Bogdanovic. So I was just wondering, how much of an inspiration has he been for you personally?
First of all, I didn't know he was behind me, and all the friends and everybody was telling me, why didn't you turn around? We would make so many edits, blah, 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 blah. Second of all, I never hid this. Bogdan was one of the players that I looked up when I was young. When he was in Partizan, when he was 21, 22 years old, I watched the games of them, and he went to Fener and NBA. Our playing style is similar, and I always, how can I say, I liked his game. Always been fan of it, never hid it, and it's nice of him that he's here and supporting. Thank you.
Over there at the bottom, the raised hand.
Hello, Burak Balaban from Maçkolik. My question is for both head coaches. While you're laughing and joking about the past times, would you like to share a story from the locker room back in 08, 09 about each other? You remember now?
Long time ago, we will keep for each other. We have a great time, and together. So we keep for us, and
Over there with the blue shirt.
Christos Dimopoulos again from Όλα Πράσινα. A question for Saras. Congratulations, first of all, coach. Is what you showing at Fenerbahce the best version of yourself as a coach?
I mean, no, very hard to say. I was really fortunate over years to coach a lot of good players. I really enjoyed the run we had with Žalgiris, Final Four and the playoffs over there in a very difficult situations. Really thought that close with Barcelona, playing good basketball. No, I'm not sure. I think but if we win tomorrow, we will be the best because it will be that it will be that special, obviously. But no, I'm not so sure.
Over there.
Hello to all, congratulations. Spiros Kontos from Betarades. I would like to ask both coaches. First, Saras, what is the main difference that you can recognize in Vasilis comparing the player Spanoulis and the coach Spanoulis? And the same question for Vasilis to Saras. Thank you.
I think he's being himself, really composed, calm in the situations. I think this is how he was, extremely focused. I think Billy's being Billy, and obviously it's working for him. So why to invent stuff,
Personally, I say everything I had from Sarah, so I can say that comparing to his career like a player, their team played different.
Like Pini Gershon said, nobody pays money for defense.
Over there.
Hello, Yannis Lambiris from newspaper Tanea. Both coaches, the question, if the final is the last 5 seconds is a draw, are you happy that you are Spanoulis and Saras not player but coach and you don't have the last shot?
I told you what he told me before semi-final. We don't have the ball. You're asking too many questions for me and Billy. You should be asking questions for Alpha and for Tariq. They're the ones who will decide the game.
Your answers are more funnier, that's why I ask. We have no beef between us.
Over there, to keep tradition with Vasilis.
Good morning, everybody. Congratulations to Billy and to Saras for the qualification, and good luck for the final. I apologize because I will stick on you. I mean, both coaches, but how do you evaluate the impact that you have, since both of you been not only great players but legendary players? How is the impact? So that might be a question also for Alpha and Tariq. The impact of two great former players that now are leading the team from the bench. The second part of on this question, if you use your personal example and the successful career you had to your players when you give the guidelines for the game.
Yeah, can I answer first? No, we give the ball to the players and they play the game. We put them in the right position, with the right spacing, everybody to make his role, to understand his role, how he can play better, how he can be more effective. Like we say, we don't have the ball, but we have to play according to the talent of each player, according to how we see basketball and how we see every player can be productive to the game. It's not hard feelings, Everybody has to contribute and to help the team to win. And this is what we have the most job to do, to make them understand that with this thing they will make our job successful and their life successful.
Saras, you want to add something? I think there was a part for both players, no, Vasilis? Maybe they forgot. If you can repeat it, the part for the players.
Yes, so, I'm sorry. That's a question for Tariq and Alpha. If how they evaluate, do you evaluate the impact of Saras and Vasilis to your game, since both of them have been legendary players and won 3 and 4 EuroLeague trophies respectively?
I think we answered this question already. We said the same thing, but no, it's okay. I'm just repeating the same answer, basically. You can bring it back what I said to him.
Over there.
Hello, I'm Konstantinos Melakis from Sport24. I have a question for Tariq and Alpha. How difficult for you guys is to handle your emotions today and tomorrow till the tip-off?
For me, I don't think it's too difficult. Throughout the year, you're going to have ups and downs. It's important to stay even keel. Coach talks about that a lot as well. Don't get too high, don't get too low, and that's important for, you know, big games like this. So, you know, it's going to be a hard-fought game. Tariq's a really good player. I watch him a lot, and the stretches that he's been on is incredible. He's been playing really well, and it's going to be a tough matchup for, you know, tomorrow.
First of all, to control the emotions, it's a very important part. I think it's underestimated, like the psychological part in this business, basically, is maybe like even 70%. There's going to be a lot of excitement, and basically like everything you work for throughout the season is going to be summed up in one day. Basically, in all these 4 days, it's not so easy. As coach always says, like you have to be the best version of yourself, and what got you there, you have to keep doing it. So basically, we'll try to prepare ourselves mentally as much as possible. And now we come to part of Monaco and everybody, like they're a great team, and they showed it throughout the season, a lot of individual talent. And I have to give praise to Alpha also. He's been amazing throughout all the season, like really all-around player, two-way player also, and it's going to be a fun one tomorrow.
Over there, Chris.
Hello again. Both coaches, but about your point guards. Your point guards seem to be similar players, but in a different phase of their careers. Mike James is a veteran player that has really matured into his role, especially the last 2-3 years. Wade Baldwin is really, in his first Final Four, eager to make a difference. So how important is for both players? For Mike, it's easier, and we've seen it yesterday, to control his emotions. Wade is sometimes too eager to prove stuff, prisoner of his own speed. So talk to us about your point guards and the way they will dictate and maybe decide the game.
I mean, you know, the biggest luxury that we have is you don't depend on one person. Try to have ball handlers on the court, you know, to just take away the pressure of your point guard sometimes. So sometimes, you know, they like to initiate the offense. Sometimes they like to go away from the ball. Again, we're probably coming back to controlling your emotions, to controlling, you know, being in the moment, being in the play, next play mentality kind of thing, and you know, just do the things that that you've been doing, you know, and so basically what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of kind of the guys who play the point guard position for us, and this is why, you know, how I like to play.
For me, we are very lucky that we have these players like Saras has Baldwin, I have James, Mike, and let's don't forget that they're human beings, and they have feelings, they have heart. Sometimes, you know, they have emotions, and this is our job, to put them in the right position, to talk with them. It's a blessing to always to coach great players, and for me, always you can fight, you can improve like a coach, like with great players. You can take a lot of good things, a lot of ideas, and this is a privilege for us to improve also ourselves like coaches.
We do the last question over there, l'équipe.
This question is for Coach Vasilis. One of the key images of yesterday was you like comforting Evan Fournier at the end, like who was like very emotional after the loss. I don't know if you want to share, but what did you tell him? What did you try to do to make him live with his head up high, like after his 30-point game?
Yeah, look, we play basketball so many years. We play in big games. So when I saw him to be in this situation, I put myself on his position, and I wanted to share two advices, like a person, like a human, not like a coach, like a friend. So I felt like this. I will do this, you know, with everybody, you know, and especially with Evan, that is a great player and great personality. And you know, I can understand him, but life move on. It's not only wins in life, it's loses, more loses than wins. So you have to continue to work to stay on your feet. And you know, if you want it a lot, one day it will come.
Thank you all for coming. Before taking the pictures with the cap, I want to remind you that we have open media availability this afternoon and also at 7, a press conference with EuroLeague Basketball President and CEO in this room. Okay? Thank you, coaches. Thank you, players. We'll take the pictures.
Recording stopped.